Hello and welcome back to the 7 Pint Podcast. We're here with me, Luke, as normal, and Beefing.
Alright, lads.
And we also have Jamie and Ryan from the K's. How are we, boys?
Alright, boys, how we doing?
Good, yeah.
Good. Do we know when we get started off with, like, how do you both get into music?
Do you want to go?
Go on, mate.
So, I was, me and Dexter, the bassist, were at school together and we were being like naughty in a music lesson and got sent out. And a lad called Sam Cragen that we used to be in a band with got sent out and they were like, oh, go and learn this, you know, Hallelujah, like Leonard Cohen. Go and learn that and you've got to come back in and like perform, not to the class, like just show it at the end of the lesson, basically fucking get out the way, go into a different room and do that. And then after it, they were like, we just had to sing this tune. And he was like, oh, do you want to join this band with me? And I was like, fuck it, yeah, go on, I'm not doing out else. And then I just started to learn to play guitar and that. And then Dexter was like, oh, I'll join band as the bassist. And he'd never picked up a bass in his life either. And was just went from there. I reckon we were about 14 at a time. Did that, just messing about. So he was about 17. Everyone went off to college and things like that, all went separate directions. And then we just got it back together, didn't we? About me and him met at a fucking house party, didn't we? Bladdered. Yeah. Been on separate nights out. It was like he got a taxi about 5 o'clock in the morning. I've been in St Helens and you've been somewhere completely different. We met up at this lad's house. And we just got talking. We was like, oh, should we start like doing something again? Because he'd been in a band before and I've been in a band before. So like, should we start doing something? That was about 3 years ago, weren't it?
Join loads of bands when you're pissed. But yeah, I'm the same. Just started out sort of listening to music, obviously as a kid, and then my auntie had a guitar from Canada, and she left it at my granddad's. I sort of picked it up, messed with it for a year, and then put it back down. And when I was about 16, I just blagged my way into a band, and then just sort of joined loads of different bands and blagged my way on a few stages, and then joined Jamie on the K's. That was it, really.
Where does the name like the K's come from then?
We've got so many different answers for this. I think the original one was because, that, like I say, I joined that band. They asked me to join it, so it sounds stupid, but there's no actual original members of the K's in the band now. But I think it was the Kaleidoscopes, and then there was another band called the Kaleidoscopes. So we were like, oh, we'll just shorten it to the K's. Yeah. But we just say fucking. I usually say the Kevin Keegans. Dexter usually says Ketamine, just fucking stupid shit like that, which just gets like everybody else usually just stops it there and says you can't say that. Mate. We have to fucking ask it again.
It was really after Peter K's sister, weren't it?
Oh yeah, that was the music teacher at school. She was called Mrs. K as well.
Yeah.
So it's just loads of fucking stupid reasons.
Fucking Gordon Smart used that, didn't he? Radio X, he announced it and he was like, oh yeah, they were called after Peter Kay. And we're like, where the fuck's he got that from? Oh yeah.
So where was your name first gig together then?
Fucking hell, oh I know where it was. Sound
Control.
Sound Control, yeah. Manchester.
What a fucking venue that was in Manchester. It's like been knocked down now for student flats. It was right on Oxford Road Station. Weren't it? It was that David Bowie day. It was only a 15-minute set, weren't it?
Yeah, because it was that and then we all went to Deaf Institute. I had to run over to there and literally play the set there and run over to my brother's band.
Oh yeah, you were playing keys for them, weren't you?
Right. So I was like getting that on stage and all that.
That was the first one, that must have been about March or something, 2017. Does that sound about right?
Yeah, because there's a footage, isn't there? We did the cover, didn't we? David
Lazarus. Bowie cover. Everybody had to do a Bowie cover and we did Lazarus, that's what it was. And then we went from there to playing Jimmy's, didn't we, a couple of months later in Manchester, and that sold out straight away. And we got a fucking DM off them the next day. He was alright, it was like, but they were like, you fucking, them lads swinging on the roof have torn all the fucking roof down and that. So they told the capacity down from 120 to 80 to that Jimmy's in Manchester. And told them, fucking first ever headline show, and they were everyone just fucking pulled the fucking pipes down. Even my dad was like swinging on the pipes at like 55, like fucking god. Pops was like, get down, you old bastard. So fucking hell.
Well, they just sort of stayed fucking insane, haven't they, from day one? The gigs just obviously got bigger as things come on.
But last year was like, the difference with last year really was, well, no, it was probably the end of 2018, end of 2019, start of this year was like getting that reaction in every city we went to. So from say the festival season in 2019 until we finished, like it's gone from building this fan base up in Manchester to everywhere we go. It's just fucking nuts. Like there's just people like climbing on stage and just doing stage dives and that in them in every city we go to. It's fucking mental. It's class. Like we love it. But
what's the first song you released? Was it Sarajevo?
Yeah,
that's always gets like a boss reaction, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's that's the arguably one of the best ones at gigs, but that's before, like, I don't know if you know, but they've changed the playlisting on Spotify now. they've completely changed the system, so now it's basically like
Bastards.
yeah. So it's like they just it's like you can't get on playlists anymore unless you're on a label basically.
Oh really?
Yeah, it's not just like submit it anymore. They won't say it like that, but that's the way it fucking works.
That's so wrong.
I know.
isn't it?
Sarajevo just got listened
fucking...
to by their editors, and it got put on all the playlists and shit, didn't it? And it fucking exploded. And that's the reason we started getting a name for ourselves.
Yeah.
Did this, and then the next 2 or 3 songs after that did exactly the same, and then they changed it for just before we released Aurora, and just not a single playlist. And it's like so they're basically just trying to sort the mates out, keep the people they're in contact with just in them playlists all the time. It's shit for people coming through, like, but we sort of, I suppose, just got there just in time. It's just a bit shit for people who are releasing like the first song now. Do you know what I mean? That aren't going to get the same opportunity.
It's possible for sort of new bands to come through. Do you know what I mean?
Unless you fucking got a big label behind you.
Straight away. Money.
Yeah.
So it's very hard.
Everyone starts though somewhere, and like Spotify wouldn't exist without the artists, whatever like these say. But that's
fucking
impossible.
It's just bad, that. Unless you get that little break or just where that moment in time where you are, just that little bit of lucky break, it's fucking possible. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Unless you get like a little bit of luck that we had, or fucking get someone who's got loads of money, which we haven't got.
Still trying. No, that's just it. We're not worried about that though at all. We obviously can't say too much, but we've been having them sort of conversations since March last year, and on that last tour, we were supposed to be having some meetings, and then like I say, it finished. We finished in the Arts Club on the Saturday, and we went into full national lockdown on the Monday. So we just got the tour in, but all business travel out of London was stopped. They weren't allowing anybody to sing here out, so it's all been put back. But we're still in a good position now. We're still having the same conversations, just virtually. So we're just waiting to fucking blow in the new year, basically, as soon as we can get back touring. But it's going to benefit us in a way, innit? Because we're going to have fucking 2-3 albums worth by the time that we're ready to get in the studio.
Yeah.
Properly, and we can just go and just make up for lost ground. Can't fucking wait for it.
I used to have a big tour next year, like I seen that on your Instagram before. Fucking so many dates.
Fucking that. Hope that goes ahead, and then fucking festival season is just a big thing that I'm looking forward to. Just getting out.
That's the best time of the year. I'm sure other bands say that on here, like just like
on the big stages and fucking
and seeing everyone though as well. Just like seeing everyone, like we get on really well with the lads in Rats. You know that. You had Joe on, hadn't you? Yeah, so like, we first met them at a festival, didn't we? Oh no, we did it. He was at the Cavern actually, but we've seen him at loads of festivals since. Do you remember?
Oh,
we played him at the Cavern. He's fucking funny.
He's funny as fuck, most Scouse lad.
He's fucking ace. I love that band though. They're all really good lads. We've always got on with them. So seeing people like them and seeing like the likes of Andrew Cushion and just bands that through playing the festivals, it's like just one big piss up altogether. On them, this feeling stage and that, it's mint, innit? Well, unless it fucking pisses it down like it does half the time, but...
Got a good one next year, though, main stages, so...
Yeah, we're on main stage quite a lot next year.
Big stage.
And Neighbourhood, you're on main stage, aren't you?
Yeah, we're on Neighbourhood, Kendall. We're on either way.
Which one are we on before? We've won before Shaggy or something?
That was Kendall this year.
Fucking can't wait for that.
It was going off and then fucking Shaggy coming on. Imagine. Little collab there in the changeover. We'd like to introduce Shaggy to the stage. Imagine just walking on there. It wasn't me.
What's the dream gig then? Obviously, apart from, well, I'm not going to put words in your mouth, but Glastonbury. Everyone says Glastonbury. But
Glasgow.
I always say St James's Park, me. I'd
dream
love to play
gig,
St James's Park.
Don't know, it'd be like fucking Coachella or something like that.
Yeah, it'd be boss that.
Yeah, somewhere fucking hot would be nice, actually. We've played in Serbia, and we played in Croatia, haven't we? At festivals. And the difference when it's fucking red hot is just mint. Like, even when you're playing, you just know that you're just going to have a mint weekend all weekend. It's good. You can just get pissed in the sun with your mates for the full weekend. Like, the playing's just the sort of little thing that you've got to do on the side, innit? The rest of it's just getting pissed. But yeah, they're always mint. But yeah, Coachella's a good one, innit?
I think when you're a band from a different country, it's like in Europe and America and stuff, they're attracted to you more in a weird way, because it's like you're like fucking aliens, but you're like the cool aliens. You know? Like, I think they're just like mad for it a bit more, like in Germany and stuff like that. They're fucking bonkers, like 9 AM, top fucking right at the front at a festival. So I just think they're a bit more like fucking having it. You know what I mean? So I somewhere abroad, I'd say like that. Or...
What was the first place like you played abroad? Because that must have been quite mad, like really.
Yours would have been different to mine, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Where would mine have been? Mine would have been Croatia, I think. You know, that was the first time I can remember getting on a plane with guitars and that.
Yeah.
It's Croatia. I can't think if we've done any more.
Croatia,
You've been fucking everywhere, haven't you?
Yeah. Well, America, me. My first around America with the Who, yeah. So that was fucking top.
Must have been pasta.
Yeah, loads of arenas. We played like a fucking a pub round ours called the Arms, and then I just got like a phone call and was like, fucking, we need a piano player in a week. I was like, right. So I got a taxi from Liverpool. I was working in Liverpool behind Town Hall. Dawson's, you know, fucking in town centre.
Yeah.
Got a piano and then fucking went on tour with him around America. Just like pretending to play. Fucking chords written down next to Pete Townshend's pedal board and that. On his foot. Yeah. That was probably the first for me.
No, your mate's heads must have fell off when you were telling them that.
yeah, it's good, like. Oh, it's fucking good. Just to see it, because I'd never saw them places, you know, like fucking the West Coast and all that.
Yeah.
It's like you'd never get to fucking afford to go there or anything, no. Otherwise, unless you're doing it like with a band or you fucking got rich mummy and daddy.
Yeah. I feel a bit pressured playing with them. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I would do.
I was shitting it, but funnily enough, I was shitting it more when I had to play guitar, even though I could fucking loosely play guitar.
Yeah.
I was more nervous doing guitar than piano, and I didn't have a clue of piano, but yeah, so that was it for me. That was probably the first time I was out the country. And then it just sort of fucking went from there, and then Serbia and Croatia.
Yeah. And then they're the only K. Are they the only two we've done? They might be, you know.
I don't know, up in Wales. That counts. We've got some next year, though, haven't we? We've got Dublin and stuff like
We've
that.
got plans to maybe plans to go America, haven't we, as well?
Yeah.
Next year, next September, but you just have no fucking... You genuinely... People think we're being sort of like secretive when we do them live things and that, and we're like, we don't have a fucking clue what we're doing. But we're not like trying to hide stuff. We genuinely don't know what we're doing yet, but in them... that tour he was on about before, since he started talking about vaccines and that, we've had more ticket sales in like the last week or so than we did for like 2 months, and they're just flying again. So like 3 of them sold out again this week, aren't they? Like it's just going down now and just sell out. Just
people are uncertain, aren't they? And then like as soon as a bit of certainty came into the news, like fucking like morale started getting back up, and it's like, oh, go on, we'll get back out. So I think that's why people just started buying tickets again, and you see now people are announcing like tours and shows, like Richard Ashcroft's just announced some next year, hasn't he?
Yeah, it's Palladium, isn't it?
Yeah. So I think the sort of the morale's getting back up in the industry, which is fucking much needed, because everyone's like fucking going to shoot themselves.
Right, fucking pain in the arse, mate, on it.
It's going to be some time now, isn't it? You know, for that like first 6 months when everyone's back to normal. It's just going to be boss. It will be... Oh, fucking hell, my voice. Start speaking and go to shit.
But yeah, it's going to be good.
I can't fucking wait, me. We speak about it, don't we, sometimes? There's songs like Value On and that we've never played live. Like, nobody's ever heard us play it. Yeah. And it seems like a fucking lifetime ago now, doesn't it? That we put it on Spotify and that in that first lockdown. Because he had COVID, and he was ill as fuck. Yeah. And then, like, he went to hospital, didn't you? Yeah. And then got released, and then he was fucking, like, in his bed dying. that piano, like, bed on pillow.
Like a WhatsApp.
I'm just sending, like, WhatsApp voice notes, and then we just managed to write this, like, full tune and turn it into that. But we had, like, a release plan for this year, didn't we? Yeah. And that just went to shit when COVID kicked in, and obviously that weren't in it because we'd only just written it just then, so we writ it. Sent it off, and we had it out by like the Friday, didn't we? And we're just like, fuck it, we may as well just like give some people to listen to. Yeah. Because we're in a position, like a very privileged position, where there is a lot of people who proper, absolutely fucking love us. Do you know, like in a good, not in a like a big-headed way, but I mean, where they message you all the time. It's such a good thing where they say to you, oh, like your music's got me through this lockdown and stuff like that. And I feel like if you can do that to someone, you've got a responsibility to fucking, do you know what I mean?
Yeah. We also get a lot of messages and we fucking hate it.
Was that too? So it's meant. No, it makes it feel like even though it's been a shit year, it's still all worth it. Does that make sense? Yeah. Like, I know what I'm trying to say in my head. But
we've sort of crafted a different fucking skill to being in a band in a shit way, even though we hate it, but managing without gigs, because gig was our big thing, do you know what I mean? That was what we was best at, fucking putting a show on, no one sort of come close. And then it sort of hit us where we couldn't gig, we was like, we've still got to be in a band. Like, how do we do it? We sort of fucking just rode with it and like done all the lives, done some live shows, done a fucking release, done everything, do you know what I mean? We couldn't have been busier, really.
They all get deleted off Facebook on the fucking Saturday morning because we're all bladdered on it, aren't we? And then it's like, we've been live, and then we'll think like back to the next night or watch it back, and it'll be like, we can't fucking take that.
Fucking left the camera on all night.
There is no chance that's staying on there, and it just gets deleted. But they're always fun at the time. We did them talent shows. Do you know who the Magic Mod is? Ben Taylor.
I've seen him.
Have you seen him supported the Libertines? He's fucking mega. Like, he's been on it and stuff.
Fucking blew my mind away, that cunt.
Fucking even over like a camera, because we met him at that. We was in that box, weren't we? Was it Nottingham for
Liam Gallagher gig?
For Liam Gallagher. We was in this box. I don't know how that come about. He's a promoter, weren't it? So he was in the same box as us anyway. We got invited down to, that's why it was in Nottingham, to just this random Liam Gallagher gig, and they said, do you want to go in a box and that? And he was there, and he was doing tricks in person on the night, weren't he, as well? Yeah. And it's just, we were bladdered like, but regardless, it just blows your mind. Like, it's one thing seeing it on the telly, but when someone's doing it in front of you and they're literally just changing, well, whatever he fucking does.
I think I threw his pack of cards over the fucking...
you just went, fuck off, I'm not having that. There's videos of it somewhere, but fuck knows where they are. They probably same again, where they just would have been censored too much to go out.
Just like this chat.
Haven't you played with Liam Gallagher?
Yeah. We did a couple of Europe shows, Milan and stuff. The Killers were on as well. Killers, Liam Gallagher, Richard Ashcroft, and then us.
Some fucking line-up like in it.
That was the best one, and he sort of bounced backstage, and Gene was there, his son and his missus, and he's sort of all had a good party after together, let's say, because I won't say any more because I'll be censored off again.
Best behaviour, mate.
But yeah, that was good. Yeah, it was fucking good laughs. Looking Liam Gallagher in it.
Yeah.
And I was in Milan, fucking one of my favourite places.
Yeah, you just mentioned like Liam Gallagher and that. Is like that any inspiration for you? Is like as a band, like any artist which like...
Definitely. I think the way it's just like shaped band music, and whether people like Oasis or not, they've played a massive part in shaping band music on the whole. But like, definitely for me, is that one of my favourite. Joe Strummer and Paul Weller, I'd say, are like my three sort of main influences from wise. But I think everybody loves Oasis, I think, anyway, deep down, even if they try and be cool and say they fucking don't. They're just mint. But like, at the same time, there is people who are just a bit obsessed with them as well, so I understand the other side of it. But yeah, definitely. I'm just being where we're from as well, and our sort of fan base growing in Manchester. There's such like a good music scene because of bands like Oasis as well, and Stone Roses and people like that have sort of paved the way for up and coming bands to have these places to play that are so like legendary and stuff in Manchester. Definitely has, yeah.
Whereabouts are you from? You said St Helens before.
Yeah, it's like in between St Helens and Warrington, yeah. So it's like about 15...
Warrington, no, not St Helens.
Is it, yeah?
Well, I'm fucking not saying I'm from St Helens. Warrington.
But it's like, I think it's 15 miles either way to Liverpool and Manchester from us.
Yeah. Because I clicked on it. It says Earlstown, is it?
Earlstown, yeah.
On the bio, I clicked on it, and it brought me to like Northern Ireland, and I thought, he's flying over us.
No, we're from Earlstown, but like, and we always say we're from Earlstown because we started getting branded as a Manchester band, didn't we?
Yeah.
And we sort of, because we're not a Manchester, we don't want to sort of, not we're like against Manchester, but we don't want to pretend we're, do you know what I mean? Like, you're right, mate,
yeah.
Because it's just like you feel like you're trying to live some sort of fucking lie. Do you know what I mean? If you start pretending. So we'd rather just say we're from fucking Earlstown and no one knows where it is.
Blossom say they're from Stockport, don't they?
Yeah.
They said it on like the documentary.
But then when you're abroad and someone's like talking to you in a different language, going, where are you from? You go, Earlstown, doesn't cut it. You've got to say that Manchester. Like, between Manchester and Liverpool. Oh yeah. Do you know where England is? Fucking hell.
Where's like your biggest fan base? Obviously, so you've just said Manchester.
Manchester, then probably Newcastle, innit?
Yeah, Manchester,
then
Newcastle,
Liverpool or Glasgow.
Yeah, Scotland's class.
Fucking sells out straight away every time we play up there. Yeah,
fucking
like that thingy. We're playing King Tut's, and we could have fucking tripled that venue size. It sold out. That was the first one out of all of them. Oh no, Academy sold it overnight, didn't it?
Well, again, I think it goes down to like the music scene of the city. Do you know what I mean? If you've got a good music, like Scotland fucking love music. Do you know what I mean? Like Jerry Cinnamon and like Paulo Nutini, like they always have massive followings. And like same with Newcastle, like Sam Fender straight away, and fucking Manchester, good music scene. Liverpool, I think it goes down to the city. And where it's from, but.
Yeah, like fuck it. I was obsessed with The View, me. When I was in high school, like I was obsessed with them, and they used to like see the live footage of their gigs in Scotland at like the Barrowlands and places like that, and it's just fucking nuts. And I just always wanted to play there. And it didn't let us down, did it? When we went to Glasgow last year. Got Glasgow and Dundee coming up. Have we got Edinburgh? I don't know. But
Edinburgh, maybe.
I don't know. We should fucking learn this shit. Come on talking about it.
A lot of people say that though, don't they, about like the Scottish, you know? Like specifically Glasgow, that they like to bang into the music. Because Jerry Cinnamon's sold out Camden Park, hasn't he?
Oh yeah.
It's mad if you think about it.
I know, yeah, it's one fucking bloke and his guitar there.
Funny as fuck.
Who's supporting him on that gig? Is it DMAs and Cartoonists?
Snuts and DMAs it is.
Is it? Snuts and DMAs. They're doing well, aren't they? I think they're on Polydor then. That tune's good that they've just done.
Who's Snuts, are they?
I think so, I'm sure. I had to listen to that tune the other day because it come up on that Discover thing.
Got an album out next year, haven't they?
Have they?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're doing well. They're loved in Scotland. Like, there's some really good Scottish bands, and because Scotland are so mad for the music, they get good backing as well. So it's a good fucking platform for them. Like, but
they're really from Scotland, then.
What?
From Scotland.
Yeah. I don't know whereabouts, like, but
they're from Glasgow, like.
Oh, are they? Yeah.
Well, you have a song called Glasgow, so I presume. You know what I mean? It's like, you know what I mean?
We should write one called Earlstown, actually, so people know.
What's been your favourite gig that you've done so far?
Kendal, for me. Kendal Calling last year, just because
that's what
we didn't fucking. You don't really expect your crowd at a festival because there's so many bands on, and you think fucking how's anyone going to turn up? Do you know what I mean? My man might have bought a ticket, well that's about it.
Yeah, we was on the same time as fucking Miles Kane as well, weren't we?
Yeah,
he was on the main stage. He was on the one below that, or maybe it might have been.
And then you had to like shut the tent down because it was like fucking over capacity.
Fucking doubled the capacity on the tent of anyone else that weekend. The stage manager told us he had to shut the tent off. One of our techs was working security, weren't he, at the main stage?
Funny as
and he was just like, "Oh yeah, I'll come over when he's playing, like, and just give you an hand on stage and that." And then he couldn't get in the fucking tent, and he was going on with. He's from Salford, like he's going on with a band.
It's funny as fuck because he was like, I can't work this weekend because I've got another job on. He didn't really tell us like where it was, and we was in the caddy. You got to go on a caddy to like the stage and stuff in Kendal because it's a fucking nightmare logistically if you're in a band. Got to go like all the way around the back to to the stage. And we was like, oh, we've not got snap. And we fucking drove past him and he stood there with his security guard.
Yeah, fucking
what the fuck are you doing? And then he tried to get in the turn. It was funny as fuck.
Yeah, and then we went driving up the hill and all that fucking gear fell off.
All the fucking amps rolling down the hill. It was like, fucking on stage in a minute.
Some of them logistics at festivals. Where was that one where we was in them John Deere things and fucking tip you out down that hill? Literally went round cars that fast. He's got no size on it and fucking paddy fell off.
What was that band who headlined that night? Jordan loves them.
Oh no, they weren't headliner. Feeder was on, but they didn't headline, did they?
Fucking Feeder. I jumped in Feeder's caddy because they were going to the main stage, and the cunt just took a corner, and I like fell out and like fucking knocked myself unconscious. Fucking hell, mate! Not a fucking rally course.
Do you reckon you prefer playing like outdoors then at Fezzies and that than like indoor gigs?
It's hard to say. I don't know. Do you know what? Oh, I think no matter how big we get, I'll still love them little fucking sweaty ones right at the start. Like that Jimmy's one and that, when it's just absolutely literally that far away from someone. Like you just keep getting the mic fucking. All my teeth are chipped at the front, like from being hit in the face with a mic at them fucking smaller gigs. Like that, just like knocking little bits off. But I just love them smaller ones, mate, because you just, I don't know, it's just fucking mental. It's like,
but the big ones are good as well.
Yeah. Like, no, are we kidding? Fucking pay better.
It's got more room to fucking roll about.
Yeah,
and shit.
no, I think it's just the fact that we don't get to play as many of them anymore. So like it's more of like a fond memory.
I think it's because when you do a small gig as well, it's just like people who are like your dickheads, do you know what I mean? Like your like immediate following or immediate family, do you know what I mean? Like you'll be playing a song and you'll see your brother like fly across the bar, hold Ben's in, do you know what I mean? So it's because it's so close knitted, like Jimmy's was, do you know what I mean? It was all like family, friends and everyone.
I'll always love them gigs, all mate. Yeah, definitely, like just a little. That's what Glasgow was a bit like last year, weren't it? It was fucking tiny in there, but.
Yeah.
It makes my jump from the stage to the fence a bit fucking easier as well, because it's a bit dangerous at times, but I've not died yet. Touch wood.
Do you ever say on how like big the venue is? Can you say I don't want to do a venue that big, or I want to do a bigger one?
Depends. We talk to the promoters and they sort of say, do you reckon this will be feasible and stuff like that? But usually on tours, they'll just sort of, the tour will, every venue on like one tour will be sort of similar, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like the tour next year will be like a certain amount cap tour, and then we might do like a big one in Manchester, like we had Academy 1 for example, because that was the main following, but they're not going to say, yeah, fucking go and do like Wembley Stadium in London. I know.
Imagine that, they will just be our fucking families at the front, just like 10 people in there. But it's sort of you've got to like, you progress as well in each city. Like Ryan said then, even though we played like the Ritz and that in Manchester, in a city we'd never played before, it might be a 200 capacity, but then the next time you play like a 400, do you know what I mean? It'll just always go up like that. But if you sell one out straight away, like if COVID hadn't have happened and the tours weren't the way they are now, with everybody sort of fighting for the same dates, there'd be loads on that tour that have been upgraded venue-wise. We're playing Academy 2 because we had this idea, didn't we? Well, it wasn't us, it was sort of like agents and promoters that they might turn around and say like anything less than 1,000 you can play. So
that's why we had to downsize it.
Yeah, so we downsized to Academy 2 and it sold out in like an hour or something, didn't it?
And then they were like,
gone straight away.
Do like spread it across.
Because we were supposed to play in Academy 1 in Manchester, that's like 3,000, isn't it?
Yeah.
Or something. So that'd be fucking upgraded, needless to say. But like I said about King Tut's, and that sold out straight away, so they'd upgrade that. But everybody's fighting for the same dates in like before festivals next year. So.
Everyone's going to be out next year, do you know what I mean? As soon as they get the green light, every band's going to be booking.
Every band needs to, don't they?
Yeah.
Fucking.
Well, I think going back to that, I don't think you want to play a big venue unless you can fill it. Do you know what I mean? Because you'd rather play going back to a small venue and have it absolutely rammed than playing like everyone's spread out. Do you know what I mean? It's fucking boring. So
yeah, definitely.
Just got to gauge it per
se. We've not sold out giggles either, have we? So fucking. However long, every gig we've played for about 2 years is fucking sold out. Like, so we want to keep that going, don't we, for as long as we can. Yeah,
just got to work it out between. You and the management and promoters and stuff.
You went to a socially distanced one, didn't you?
Yeah.
Like,
did you?
Any good?
Newcastle?
Liverpool? No, it was in Newcastle. It
was
in the racecourse. It was the Snutson Libertines.
Oh right. Yeah. I seen the Libertines photos of it.
Yeah, it was my place.
That was like the first one, weren't it? That was the first one I seen anyway.
So
like the first social distance. Oh, did he? Was it him?
Yeah, it was funny, like, because like, they were like dead strict, and there was like 4 lads in front of us, and they were like, I was with me babe, mate, and there was 4 lads in front, and they were all proper off the bar, and pure going for it, and like one of them started doing like a fucking runner, to the stage. Because I laugh at that. Oh, I've got a photo of it, it's like, you need fucking binoculars to see, like, you know what I mean?
And he's doing a fucking sprint on stage,
like, just seeing all 4 of them just get dragged out.
Was you on like little pens, or was you like...
Yeah, it was like... Yeah, little pens
scaffolding thing.
Yeah, it was weird, like, but...
We'll be mad.
We've had a few offers for him, haven't we? And we don't know what to do yet.
I don't like the idea of fucking it going that way, but you can't do it.
Just like absolutely bladdered on stage, just falling over each other, and people just sat there in crowd. Just, I'd feel like it was like a comedy sketch or something like that, or like like a theatre performance. Where everyone sat down thinking, "What the fucking hell are they doing up there?"
It's a bit mad.
Yeah.
When we had to do like the Scott stuff and that, and like there's obviously just the camera crew there, and like you play the fucking songs, and it's like. Just silence after the cameraman will
go. These people clap at a social distance one. You play these film gigs and you finish the song and you're just like you're just waiting for the chorus to ring out and you're thinking someone else speak. I can't fucking break this awkward silence myself. Like, but yeah, we've just announced that one. This will be out by the time. By the time this goes out, it'll have been done. But we're playing on the 19th, aren't we? A live stream gig. It's our first one. We've done one, me and you, didn't we? But we spoke to the streamers that we did it with, and we're going to do like a full band one, just
for the Christmas show.
So people have got something to watch, because we've literally, like we say, not played full band since.
So I could buy my mum a present, some skins.
Not really. If any fucking buys it, you might open pubs again. None of you's watching.
No.
Is your tour next year sold out, yeah?
Not every venue.
Where's not sold out?
Fucking hell.
Because we can sell it out now.
Yeah.
I don't fucking know. We should probably get the post up and you'd be able to gauge it. I don't even know where we're playing, but...
Right.
Ireland...
I know for a fact.
I
said Dublin's gone.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, what I'm saying, that's fucking great.
Dublin's gone. Cardiff's got a few left.
Cardiff, can't wait, go Cardiff.
I know. Sorry,
Fucking
guys. This is
blasting out
fucking
Cardiff.
well unprofessional, isn't it? Let me just check. Let me literally just go on the Instagram and check the fucking poster. So, Dublin sold out, Leeds is sold out, London is last few remaining according to this, but that could have sold out. We've not had an update for like 2 weeks, something. Hull last few remaining, then Cardiff. I think that's...
I'm sure we could get a proper listing.
Yeah. But do a graphic, that.
Yeah.
So we've got... I'll just read all the dates off and then people can...
Yeah.
Dublin, Leeds, London, Manchester, Hull, Scunthorpe, Cardiff, Oxford, Coventry, Southampton, Leicester, Sheffield, Dundee, Glasgow, Preston and Newcastle. And that's a good fucking week finishing that because they're all sold out. The last week, I know. We can't fucking wait for it though. I'd play like 3 in one night if I could. It's been that long. Let's just go. We did that, didn't we? Actually, got that complaint off the promoters. Only complaint we've ever had.
What?
When we had to play in Lincoln and then play at Birmingham Academy at the night.
Fucking chopped us halfway through the soccer.
I know.
The same night.
Well, yeah. So we had to go and play. We was on this festival in Lincoln. It was with like Mikey and that from this feeling who we love, like we fucking love this feeling. We work with them all the time, and we were playing with them, and then we got this other thing in, and they were like, right, so we open the stage for us, and we was like, well, it's a lot to do, but if we can make it work, we'll fucking do it. Because like I say, we love playing with them. But we played some of the night before, didn't we? We was in London the night before, and we had to go home and then get up, drive to Lincoln, but it was fucking miles. I don't even know where it is now.
And it was on like a pedestrianised one-way fucking route.
Yeah, so we had to put in like, it's like a city centre that's pedestrianised. Had to carry all the gaming in that, and the morning like, oh yeah, you fucking thought you should have been on like 40 minutes ago or something.
Couldn't get in
but
the
venue was absolutely packed, weren't it?
You know what I mean?
People like waiting for us to play.
Like, you're not coming in, mate. I'm fucking on stage.
Had no sound check, started playing. Played our 3rd song and we were like, right, we'll finish with that like we usually do. Right, it's our last song and they just fucking cut us off. I was like,
oh, no, God, fucking booed.
I know, and we was like, I know, yeah, they did to be fair, and we was like, just fucking drove however long it took us to get there, and we got a playing thingy, and then they complained about us, didn't they? Because they told us before the last song not to play, and we did anyway. But
we're doing Leeds, we'll start in Dublin, don't we, next year, and then we go Leeds the day after. Fucking naughty starts.
And then we play London the day after. That's some fucking thingy, that, you know.
I'm surprised if I come home.
Dublin, Leeds, London, Manchester is the first 4 days, that tour. Some driving as well, that.
It's good job we're not driving.
I know, yeah, thank fuck.
Yeah,
I don't know why we're fucking moaning about it. We can't wait to get back out, and now we're like, actually, gotta fucking drive 3 hours one day.
What gigs have you got planned next year? Are you going to any gigs?
I've got Kendall calling.
Oh, have you?
Leeds Festival as well.
Oh, we're on? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'll say that. I don't know.
I don't know.
Carry on.
Half of them have been cancelled though. Like Liam Gallagher was meant to be on a Heaton Park this year, weren't he?
Yeah.
Fucking wounded over that, mate.
I hope fucking festivals go ahead next year.
Do it.
Yeah.
I think they will as well.
They will.
Well, I thought they were going to, but see Park Life, they've already put theirs back.
Yeah,
from
yeah.
May to September.
New
Yeah.
orders gig at Heaton
Yeah,
That's
Park
what I
is too.
reckon's going to happen. But
Yeah. Be sad now, everyone just have to wear the coats, won't they?
yeah.
Everyone scarves on and that.
If they miss another season of festivals,
It'll
nobody
kill
will
it.
have any money left. They won't be
Oh,
able
yeah.
to do it the year after because everyone will be like, we've lost all our fucking money for 2 years. Coming in here. So yeah, I think they'll fucking just have to. Just be like, everyone just like wear like them fucking suits, what they call like an astronaut suit
Yeah.
thing.
Big bubbles.
I'd do it anyway. I'd fucking go to one if it meant wearing one of them.
No, they do need to come back soon though.
Yeah.
It's fucking
It's the best
too
time of the
long.
year, that.
Fucking
Sound like a
May,
broken
innit?
record, me, but fucking
Yeah.
hell, I love playing
May,
festivals.
what? Isn't it 21st of May?
It's that May Bank holiday, innit? The second one, I think. It was the 24th this year. We should have been playing on the Saturday. That would have been fucking mint for us though, because we're, like I say, we're from in between Warrington and St Helens. Like we practice in Warrington, and that's only 10 minutes from our house. So to be on the main stage there at Vicky Park, like where the original V Festival was. I think that was Radiohead, weren't it?
Oh yeah,
when it-
I never went to V-Fest.
Well, no, it's in fucking Birmingham now.
Yeah.
But the original one was at Vicky Park,
Yeah, I
apparently.
never
It was
went.
Radiohead in like 1995 or something like that. So to play there, well, I'm going to say we'll have a fucking mint crowd there. Hopefully have a mint crowd there. Don't want to jinx
Well,
anything and be fucking stood there on our own. But yeah, it'd be mint that.
Is there any bands or like artists from like down your way that you're into, wouldn't there?
Not really.
There's a couple.
Earlstown. Don't know.
There's some from Warrington in there. There's that AV club and that they're decent from Warrington.
From Warrington.
I don't know anyone. The only one I knew from St Helens was Stillia. Do you know them? But they're not a band anymore.
I
They
don't
went
know
on
where
tour
any
with
bands are
colour
from.
scene in like Australia and New Zealand. Then they were doing well. But they were the only band I knew from St Helens. I don't know, which fucking Like, we just get on with it, don't we, really? As bad as that sounds, we just...
stick to your own thing.
Yeah,
it's just I don't know, new music and stuff, people ask me about
it. That blinkers on. No, I'm only joking, but I think it's just few and far between round ours, like, because...
Yeah. You're just sort of so concentrated on your own thing, you just sort of don't really concern me what's going on around me.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's a weird thing to say.
What's going on? No, I'm only joking, mate. I know exactly what you're saying, yeah.
You're just sort of trying to do your own thing and constantly sort of mould your own thing.
AV Club are good, though. They've played with us, haven't they?
Yeah,
I just
AV
can't
Club.
think of any other bands from Warrington off the top of my head. But that's because we play in cities now, do you know what I mean? We don't play local gigs anymore. So I've fucking know loads of bands from like the cities and stuff in Scotland and things like that.
Let's say there's a band now watching from Warrington, just about to start. What advice would you give them?
Fucking give it a few months. So it'll get put back. No, do you know what? It'd just be...
Fucking enjoy it.
Yeah, enjoy
Have a good
it.
laugh, do you know what I mean?
Do it with your mates and don't be a fucking dickhead. That's a massive one because people don't realise, like, I think anyway, that when people come through, and we've never really had to experience it, to be honest, but you know when people come through in a sort of arrogant straight away and stuff, and like, I think it, like, when you sort of get to know promoters and stuff, they don't want to work with people like that, do they?
No.
At all. And like,
the worst thing you can do for me is just fucking try too hard. Do you know what I mean?
That's what I mean by it, yeah, like trying to be Liam Gallagher
yeah.
basically or something like that, and just being a bit of a prick.
You just look like a cunt, and you just lose the fucking. You lose the sort
Which
of.
words, lad?
You lose the sort of like enjoyment out of it, like the reason to do it. Do you know what I mean? As soon as you start thinking of why am I doing this, then you fucking, do you know what I mean? You better stop.
That's the main thing, innit? Just
enjoy
fucking
it.
enjoy it, and yeah, just stick to your own sound as well as another one. You've got to be. It's easy to sort of just go to what's easy. Do you know what I mean? To just write the easy stuff, especially if you just need a tune doing or anything like that. But yeah, just fucking enjoy it. That's the only thing you can say, I think.
Well, let me share your rider if I come your show.
Yeah, put us on the fucking guest list, bastards.
What is on the rider when you use it on?
Fucking
Nothing anymore because we took it off.
We had like hummus, carrots, veg.
We did, honestly, we had like fucking
wine,
cheese
gin.
boards and like wine and shit like that. We're turning up like, and we'd go to the venue. There'd be like
Just
bottles of
thrown
wine, yeah, loads of butties, loads of crisps, loads of fucking veg and that, and dips that he put on, and then like cheese boards and things like that. Just loads of like different random food. Then like about 50 cans. And then 2 bottles of JD or a bottle of JD and a bottle of gin or something like that. You'd leave the dressing room and it'd just be every liquid in there had been drunk and there was just still all this food on thinking. And that was for about like 2 years. And we were spending like 50 quid a gig on this fucking food.
So we just put it all towards more booze.
Yeah, so we don't buy food anymore. We just say,
nice.
we'll just fucking go out and get something to eat.
Have you ever seen any like mad things at a gig which you've done or whatever, or something funny in the crowd?
Rider.
No, at a gig. Do you know what one stands out for me?
Fucking cake.
Oh no, I was going to say Mary Poppins.
Oh, the
Fucking no, it's Sheffield when that lad was bouncing around in a mosh pit at the front, and the next thing just pressed this like button umbrella, it just shot up and it just fucking hell, Mary Poppins just turned up.
How was that fucking cake? Where was we when we did that?
Nottingham.
Some fucking lad walked in, he was like, "Oh, I love you," and I got a photo. I was like, "Yeah." And then he just fucking whacked this caterpillar cake up. I was like, "What are you fucking doing with that?" And he was like, "Yeah, this is for you." So like,
Nice one. Didn't know it was my fucking birthday.
he was like fucking throwing at him or something.
No, it was sound, but it was that's the most fucking random thing anyway.
Fucking caterpillar cake.
It's a bit mental. It's a bit mental though, because we've got like a bit of a base going. Like I say, there's some people who genuinely do like love us, and they've got like tattoos of our faces and shit, haven't they?
Yeah.
And like case tattoos.
That must be weird.
Yeah,
that.
someone's got. It's meant to be fair, but one person's got a tattoo of Dexter's face now, haven't they?
Dexter.
I know.
Dexter.
I know. And it's just like you've got that for life, mate. Fucking hell. But you got imagine having Dexter's face on you. I've only just noticed that cup as well, actually. I'm in the NC. Oh God! Imagine having any of our faces on you for the rest of your life. Jesus Christ! But they said that's increasing that now. Case I got fucking bladdered the other week. I mean, before COVID, because I wouldn't like break social distance.
Got my name on his ass.
My mate's got a tattoo gun, and I give him a fucking tattoo on his ankle saying "Viva la K's." We're like,
That's so bad.
One thing I'll show you after. It takes me ages to find it, and it's fucking awful, and I mean, it's the shittest tattoo you've ever seen in your life, and he's got it on his leg.
Think of a shit tattoo and times it by 10.
He's like, oh yeah, I just have to keep wearing socks around my house, and that's my mum doesn't see it. Gets out the shower and just puts his socks on straight away and shit. Fucking hell, that's a bad one. But the gigs wise is the cake or the thing. Do you know what we'll probably think of some fucking Maddens that we can't think of off the top of our head now?
Not that I don't like caterpillar cake, but it was just a bit mad to have it.
Yeah,
here's a cake, mate. I've never met you before, but have this. Not even a birthday or anything. Yeah, probably that for me.
Yeah, fucking hell.
Welcome all weird and wonderful things like that.
Yeah.
What would you say successes for you then, as a band?
What success?
Yeah.
Being fucking minted on a fucking Jamaican island or something. I don't know. Just getting.
Do you know what? I think
doing it for getting something out of it.
Yeah, mine will just be to be able to make a nice living or a career or whatever, however you want to define it, as in like over a period of time. Just fucking play music with my mates. Do you know what I mean? Like I can't think of any better way to spend my life, and like everything else that comes with it is a bonus. But like even the stuff that we've done now, do you know what I mean? In fucking 50 years' time, we can turn to grandkids or whatever. But touch wood, we're still alive, like. But and just be like, I was looking at them pictures of the Ritz and thinking, there's not many people who can fucking show pictures like that and be like, we was in this band. Do you know what I mean? And it just makes you fucking think. That's what I mean about enjoying it, because that's what COVID's done. It's make us take a step back on it and think, fuck it, we just fucking love doing it before anything
like a
else.
hobby, innit? It starts as a hobby and then you think, fucking hell.
It was getting really serious, weren't it, towards it? And we just had the time to take a step back and think.
You just say, fuck it, I'm getting good at this, like, but then you just think,
I can play this thing now.
And just to be able to do that, what you love, for like, as he said, forever, just no matter if you're fucking playing to me mum or fucking I've sold out Wembley, do you know what I mean? Just to be able to do it, and then, but obviously the more people the better.
Yeah, definitely.
But,
more cakes we'll get.
Okay.
Do you have any more questions before we finish up?
Yeah, I feel like.
Fucking loads, this guy.
Had them all written down before, lads, practising them. Nah, on my mind's went blank now, lads.
Every time.
Every time. When do you reckon you'll have more new music out? I know you've released like 2 songs during this. Like,
so, how do we word this now?
Just fucking incoming.
Yeah.
But
so what I was saying before about like the Spotify thing, it's pointless now. I was just keep chucking tunes out and I'm not sort of getting the recognition that they deserve, because they still do. Like without playlisting, we're still getting like hundreds and hundreds of thousands of plays on our songs, but it's sort of taking away that of expanding to a bigger audience. Do you know what I mean? Like releasing a new song and it going to a much wider audience through that. So we'll just wait till
the right arrangement
we'll just wait till we've got like a fucking major on board or something like that. I don't know.
Someone give us loads of money.
Yeah. But we sort of know where we stand on that as well. So soon. Is the answer to that question?
And also we always finish on, what's your favourite pint?
Oh, Guinness. That's the only pint I can fucking have.
I know, he's sick every time he has a drink, you know.
If I
ever lose him at a gig, I just follow like the trailer sick outside the venue. Joking, because we'll have something to eat and he'll have like, if they've got no Guinness on tap, he'll have a pint of lager. And then you just throw up whatever you've had, don't you? Fucking sat there in dressing room going, you should have kept that fucking hummus, I'm starving. Mine is probably Pan.
Pan, fucking best.
That Croatian lager.
That's the only lager I can drink.
Yeah. But in England, I would say probably Moretti, you know. No, I'll tell you what, actually, like a Cobra or a Tiger or something from an Indian. Just because you usually get an Indian with it as well.
What's yours?
Yeah, I'd say mine.
With Everton lately, it's been the Stella. Angry. Peroni for me.
Yeah.
Strong stuff.
I don't drink beer, mate. I drink cider, you know.
Yeah.
I went for a spell of drinking cider.
Not since Mainz Park in about 2007, mate.
I go through spells, really. I can drink stuff and I can't. And 2 years of cider, 2 years of lager, and now I'm fucking straight, so I can't do anything else.
Right.
And Guinness. That's why I'm fucking look like a piece of shit.
Do you got any more?
Nah, that's it, lads.
Sound. Thanks very much for
Thank
that.
you, boys. Nice one. Enjoyed that. First ever podcast, that.
Shit,
We'll fucking be doing another one.
I'll wait till next year for it.